sec. Let me just check my audio stuff. Okay, should be fine. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No, I don't want to play. I'm good. Leave me alone. Gosh, my game is really struggling today. Oop. Okay, so hello everyone. Here's what this stream is about. So, I was gone for over a month, and the reason why I was gone previously in previous breaks that I've taken has been because I was busy with college or busy with classes, finals, whatnot. I was at home, and therefore I had to hang out with my family. I couldn't just hide away in my room. This time I actually took an actual break where I really didn't think about YouTube for a while, which is not like me. Usually I'm always working on something, but I moved for a job. I moved states, and I was getting settled in. And then my job before this job was very active. I was a martial arts instructor, and that was really fun actually. And I was always on my feet, so I had no problem. And I was also doing a bunch of volunteer stuff, so I was always on my feet. So I had absolutely no problem coming back home and being in a desk, working in a desk to do the videos. Now, what happened was once I got this new job, which is like my first proper desk job. My other jobs have been like field work, this, that, the other thing, martial arts, whatever. I'm not a big. I can sit down if I'm working on something for maybe like, I don't know, 2-3 hours max, but I need to get up. I need to go do something else. So at work, I just go on walks like in the middle of the day. My boss actually asked me if I wanted a standing desk, and I'm like, dude, if you can, that'd be awesome. He's like, yeah, sure. So I'm gonna, maybe that'll change things. But in the present moment, I don't really want to come back home and work at a desk again after work. I mean, I do sit at a desk, but I can't like focus. Usually, I'd rather go for a drive or go biking, go hiking, instead of come back home and do the same sort of thing, work on a program like I do at work. What the hell is this? It's cool. So that's the deal. That's what's going on. But I got into my head that I want to come back to YouTube because I enjoy it. I do enjoy making videos, not only having videos, but making them, like the process of making them, the creative process, as well as recording. I've recorded videos since then. I recorded, I think, 4 videos that I can make. One or two Deep Rock Galactic videos, one Minecraft video, and 1 or 2 American Truck Sim modded videos. Yeah, so I have the videos. I'm just too busy. A lot of the time in college, when I was making videos, it would be because there would be some lag time between when everyone I knew was free. So I would make memories for a bit, and then I would archive said memories for a bit, and that would be the YouTube. But I haven't had much time to do the archiving part. So now I'm coming back, and I'm gonna when I come back, which should be, I would say the next video should come out in 2 weeks or so, because, well, you'll see why. So I want to I want to be a faceless entity online, right? That's the ideal, that's the goal. I know, oops, but it's hard to establish a brand and market yourself without having some sort of face or art to latch onto. So here's my deal. I want to. So here's what I got the idea. There's a YouTuber streamer named Moo Moo Clover on Twitch and YouTube, and she has this fantastic avatar. It's 3D. It's very expressive, and she I think she does this in VR chat or some sort of program where she's able to walk around, turn around, do all this stuff in as if it's just very interactive, and more than what I thought was possible from a VTuber. My experience with VTubers, has always been that they're kind of like a 2D entity that could turn, but can't turn around. I want to do a lot with. So, I'm working on a model, and I have been for maybe a week now. After work, I work on this model in Blender. It doesn't look too difficult. It would be difficult if I added a lot of accessories and stuff on hair that people do, but my character is gonna be my profile pic, with different colors, and slightly different design stuff, but I already have it designed. So I think, and also it's a little bit easier for me to work in Blender than draw. I'm just not a particularly experienced artist. So when I was trying to draw the background, the base for my model, it was rough, dude. I put like a very basic sort of preliminary design, and then I just got to work because it wasn't happening. So I think if I have a model that I can put in different poses and stuff, it'd just be easier. Now I'm a little bit money wise. It seems like a very expensive endeavor. Like, so here's what I want in videos, right? I don't want to just be a guy on the side, like a VTuber would be like the bottom right, just like talking at you. No, I want to be like, how do I do this? I want to have my model be like green screened. I have a green screen background, right? I want to be in an area where my model's in a green screen background, and then I can put the model like full size, a guy, like on top of the car, or like, I don't know if this is possible, but like, how do I do this? Like, I want to be on the dashboard, or even better, what I was thinking of was I want to do like, so I would have full body tracking. Even if I was on the side, I would be facing away from you, right? Like I was driving, and then I would turn to my back left to talk, and I would like be talking at you as if you were like a passenger or something. I think that would be cool. That would be different. And I seek to be different. You've seen my videos, I assume. That's like the whole thing. It's, if there's gameplay that someone else has done, I probably won't post it, but I'll cut around it and I'll post the parts that no one else would do. Again, unless like it's my friends. Like the Subnautica video, for example. I'm really happy with how the video turned out because I included so many things of just like wacky BS that no one would try in Subnautica. But I didn't. It's not completely awkward editing, which is something I struggle with. So there's that. So that's what I want. I'm working on that now. So future videos will start up again. I'm saying in a 2-week window. It'll probably be before, but I don't want to give false expectations because I still need to get back in the swing of things. But I have 4 to 5 videos recorded. Being how I am with a perfectionist, you'll probably get 3 of those videos, and then the VTuber will come out. But I'm quite excited about it. Also, so I need to get into actually marketing my channel because I'm pretty normal after all these years of YouTube, and I don't really talk like a YouTuber, and I haven't done all the things you're supposed to. I'm just kind of, I don't really commentate, so a lot of things that are not great. So I'm gonna need to post clips to Instagram and to TikTok. So to get people in. Because a lot of my content is not gaming related, just banter. And I think I can, I would have to post daily, is what they say. And it's, that would be hard. I'll have to find out how to schedule them. But I think if I get into a rhythm of YouTube, and also, like, it's in college, this was my main hobby, right? Nowadays, I have other stuff in the there's sticks in the fire. What's the saying? I don't know. Irons in the fire, and so it's a little bit tricky. But we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna do this for a few weeks and see how I feel. But I may have trouble getting clips, but it's fine. I think it'll be interesting. But I'm definitely gonna get back to it because in the span of, I never really I wanted them, but I didn't really chase subscribers and followers and viewers. I just wanted people to enjoy the content. But the thing is, for people to enjoy, they need to, I need eyeballs on it. So that's that. And so I need to start marketing, like actually marketing. Now the thumbnails will probably stay about the same. I think I need like the Lethal Company thumbnail. I do not like it all. It's too bad. But something like the Subnautica um, thumbnail, I think I'm just not good at drawing like humanoid. But the Subnautica thumbnail, that was good. Like you could tell it was drawn in MS Paint, but it's actually like it's decent, mostly. And that's all I'm going for. So I want to do that. I'm not big into that Lethal Comp. I try to fix it. I think I need to do a whole rework. So here's what I'm gonna do. In the next 2 weeks, while I prepare for that, I'm also gonna take a little bit of time. I don't know how much time I should dedicate, but I'm gonna take a little bit of time to go into. Oh, I forgot a whole thing to talk about. But I'm gonna take a little bit and like rework a bunch of thumbnails just to make them more current, because the thumbnails are not as big a deal to me to lose nostalgia wise. Like it's not like I'm gonna delete more videos that are bad. I do enjoy the charm of some of them. All the videos that are like privated are because they have people in them which who became either just bad blood or something was discussed that I can't have on in the videos, or even if everyone's okay, but I have like negative memories associated with a game. But anyway, nothing's deleted for quality reasons. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do that. But so here's the reason why I think I would want a VTuber. The main reason is because my videos really have not made any impact in terms of algorithm and viewership for the past maybe 8 months. I haven't had a single new subscriber that wasn't from a live stream in a long while. So I need to start streaming. I'm going to become a streamer. It's going to be mostly to get people to my YouTube, but I do have to care about building a Twitch audience. It's not going to be a YouTube audience, I don't think. I'm not sure, actually. I'll have to ask my streamer friends what they think about that, but whether I should do like streaming on Twitch or YouTube. But just the experience on Twitch is much more centered upon interacting with the streamer, and I don't know if I can do that. But it's much nicer, like much more polished. You don't feel like claustrophobic when you're watching. But it's hard. I think it's easier to grow or easier to have people watch you on Twitch than YouTube. I'm not sure. I'm doing this on YouTube right now because I want it to be a YouTube video, right? It's just, I was gonna make a YouTube video, but I didn't. I thought, why not just stream it? Just be fine. But yeah, I want to stream. I want to be a guy. I want to be movable. I also need to ask friends about. I don't plan on doing a VR setup, but I do plan on having full body tracking or some sort of body tracking, and the body tracking options are quite expensive. They'll get up to, I don't know, $200 to $500 rounding up, and $200 to $700 because the Vive trackers are that. The Slime VR I've heard of doesn't seem too bad. You need to recalibrate, sure, but the people complaining are like, dude, the battery life only 8 hours. I'm like, who plays anything for 8 hours? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever played a game for 8 hours. I don't think that'll be an issue, you know. So it should be fine. Should be good. Maybe I'll do the Slime VR. I'll have to ask about from people who know people who do full body tracking or what. Oops. But that's what I want. Because I don't want the camera, just the camera tracking. Because even though it's cheaper, it's like I can't turn around. That's more for a 2D thing. And also, I would like to use. I don't want to depend on my phone being charged and all that. So I'm gonna do the slime VR. I think that'd be good. I'll have to see how much it actually is. I'll ask some people. But yeah, that's what I'm. Oh, I think the issue was that Slime VR only worked with VR, and I don't want to also buy a VR headset. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh no. Yeah. So, that's what I want to do. I want to be a guy on the screen for you guys. It's not going to be like I want it to be a cartoony model also. Just getting into the nitty gritty of what I want, because that's what this video is about. I want it to be like a not a serious. My like one of my principal points of inspiration for the way I edit and stuff is Gilligan's Island and Scooby-Doo, right? It's so I want to get more into that. There was this YouTuber I watched, I forget the name, but their thumbnail was absolutely awesome. You could tell it was a smaller channel because it was absolutely awesome thumbnail. And they were doing American Truck Sim, I think it was modded, but they didn't have the damage mod like I do, so they were just getting damaged. But the guy, whoever was editing, added a bunch of like really silly sound effects and stuff, and I was like, I left a comment. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. It's so stupid. That's great. So I want to do sillier things, because people can't. I'm not like, I don't know. My voice is like this. That's just how it is. But I'm very dry and very goofy. So I need to have that reflected a little more. I think I'm doing a good job in reflecting it with earlier videos. It's weird to end on the Lethal Company vid, because that's like, it's okay, but it's not like proper full video quality. I don't think. I'm leaving it up because it's kind of funny, and I'm a perfectionist, so I'm sure other people won't think negatively about the video, but that's what I want. Ooh, look at this floating trees in the background, crazy. So that's what I want to do. I want to have like a cartoony sort of look. Oh, sorry, dude. So I'll have to figure that out. But I think I'm getting my creative. I think that comes out in texturing the model, as I understand it. Or actually, my first inclination was to have the model be like pixelated, like a pixel art sort of thing, but then also 3D somehow, and I don't know how that would work at all. I don't actually understand, like, pixel as in an old 2D like medieval game. You know what I'm talking about? Like, kind of looking like Blasphemous 1. Look at Blasphemous 1, and as like the character moves around, but it's pixels. I don't know how that would work 3D. I think that would be more of a 2D with multiple faces depending on where I turn around, and that seems complicated. But I'll see. I'll see how it. If there's a way to do that. Otherwise, I'll make it cartoony. Like, if anyone here's played Marvel Spider-Man on the PS4, fantastic game, by the way. Or I think it's on the PS5 too. But I prefer the old model, so PS4. There's one suit that you can unlock that's like a cartoony suit. And it's in the real world, which I think is it's awesome. It's like one of those. I like that trope a little bit because it's silly. Like Wile E. Coyote versus Acme, sort of. It's a cartoon in the world. So I want to do a cartoony sort of. So I want it to be like, and it's also going to be low poly sort of deal. I'm working on it right now. I initially just made it a guy. Who's that? I just made it. That's probably me. I made it a guy who's has the mask of my character. You know, the night mask. But then my character looks so boxy that I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make it like me, like, you know, actual human model, slightly brown skin, and then put the knight armor over it, so that it's like me cosplaying myself, because I think that's kind of funny. So, but I need to like actually make sure that the model is solid before I go up, because I've seen bad like models. There's this one Twitch streamer who I popped into once, and it's just not good. I remember it was like a very very in-depth model, but for some reason the character was always running, and it took up like, see where my my right mirror of, like, my right wheel is, right? From the right wheel to the end of the right side of the screen was this model, and it was running around and at like a 45-degree angle, and it was like jumping around, and it just looked like it was taking so much RAM because of the flowing flags and stuff on it, and it was clipping through itself. And this person had a fairly large audience, but I was confused. I'm like, how are you? What is going on? So I need to work hard to make sure. I'm also not like I've never used Blender before, so it's I think it'll be fine. It shouldn't be too bad. I think if I commit my mind to it, I can just do it. I know people spend a lot of money on rigging and modeling, but I'm part of the way through the rigging process. I just need to do the weight. What is it? Weight painting, which means you use, like, you know, one of those gradients on the weather app that says whether whether an area will have rain or snow, you know? So it's like that. You paint an area, you select a bone, which is like the joint system for movement for a model, but your model is a static, you know, entity, so Blender has to just kind of guess based on where your bones are that you said what joint will move and how, like a hand bone. And then you select the bone, and you paint across the model in varying like gradient color intensities across whatever joint it is, how much you want the movement to be, like how much you want whatever area to move based on that bone moving. So like if you have a finger, right, you would want that finger bone to move, but maybe, no, that's not a good example. Maybe like a knee, if you have the knee move, you don't want the kneecap to split, right? But you want the ankle to move a certain distance. So those varying intensities you would set with the weight painting. So that can be a tricky process because say you have a hip bone next to a thigh bone or a knee bone, and they're right next to each other, so Blender doesn't know which one uses what. So maybe both will be affected by different bones, and you don't want that. So you gotta like maneuver the program to understand what you want. So I think that's the main thing that people always complain about weight painting with Blender and making a model. But I think it'll be fine with mine because it's especially tricky in the face, right, where you're doing complex mouth movements. It might be a little simplified with me because what I'm gonna do is, if you look at my profile picture, open up my Frostlocks profile picture, right? That's the colors are gonna be different because I introduced 2 new horns at the top, and so I look too much like the devil in this new image. So I'm gonna have to rework that because I have friends who are Christian, and I feel kind of bad once I realized. So, but the actual model is going to be the same. And so, actually, I added 3 more horns just to offset that. But so the mouth is not a mouth, right? The whole thing is a helmet, so it's not going to have as much movement, but it's still going to be like a cartoony sort of. So the eyes are gonna be the visor. So it's gonna open and close a little bit. You know how like Spider-Man, he has he has a mask, but he opens his eyes with like expressing himself. It's gonna be like that. So nose is not needed. It's no nose. Mouth is gonna be like, you know how a cartoon will have like the mustache moving and a big mustache character. It's gonna be like that. The mouth is gonna be like that, and maybe open a little bit if I'm like super startled. And then the eyes are gonna blink, but not a lot, but like Spider-Man, right? And that's it. So there's not gonna be that many face bones. So I think because the face bones are so close to each other, that's what makes weight painting hard. Because I'm only gonna have like a few face bones, just like some for the mouth, some for the eyes. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think I could do it. So that's that. That's what I'm working on. But I'll really need to learn texturing to be able to cartoonify my model. But I think I can. I'm picturing it now, and I think this talk that I'm doing is helpful in figuring out what I want exactly. So yeah, that's my plan, and I think it's quite good a plan. I'm excited to do that, but it's gonna be high effort sort of. I don't want to just like talk at the people. I'm gonna always do some sort of gimmick. I'm a gimmick guy. Well, yeah. So I'll get working on that again after stream. So things I need to do: finish the model, rig it. One hand in the rigging, and one hand on the wheel. No matter how far down the road I go, there's always one more rodeo. She'd like for me to settle down, but long as I'm still living, I'll keep one hand on the wheel and one hand in the rigging. Also, speaking of the model, I was thinking of somehow doing a guitar version. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. It'll have to be a 2D tuber, tublerino. How easy is it to convert 2D to 3D to 2D? I don't know. I feel like a little difficult. I don't know. I'm still divided between the pixel or the cartoon. I think a little bit of both is good. A little bit of cartoony, pixely, guy talking at you. Yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll need to be higher poly though than I was thinking of. But I don't know if you don't really want to see the pixels. I mean the polygons. I'm not sure. I'll have to see what I want. I'm going low polygon because I don't want it to impact my graphics too much. I'll ask. I don't know if I know anyone who's made their own model. I mean, I think I know one person, but I don't want to talk to them. So, other people. Maybe I'll ask Yosh, or I can ask Alex a little more. Though he's not a VTuber, but he's interacted the most with VTubers, if anyone I know. But they're not. They're all 2D guys, not 3D. I don't know. I'm trying to be original here. Makes it hard to ask. I'll ask him at least how he does his tracking. Yeah, I'll run it past him because he's been doing this for a bit. Yeah, so there's that. Of course, if I do a 3D model, I will also need the 3D model wheel. Don't know how I'm gonna do that. Like if I'm driving and I have a wheel. A little bit lost in that front. Oh no, they got me. Can't wait for $750. Ooh, wow. If only it was that easy to get fans. So once I finish this quick jaunt, this drive, I can get some water, and I'm going back to making the model in Blender. I really would stream it, but I can't find a way to do that without like having my name up on Blender. But yeah, that's I'll become a streamer. Yeah, I wondered how they did that cartoony Spider-Man model. Now I'm thinking about it like specifically. Because I know that the base model, I don't know how video gaming works. The base is the same, it's just the same moves. But the Spider-Man is, I don't know. I don't know how anyone does anything. Misjudged the turn a little bit. A little bit. Do-do-do. I have also considered like to be more marketable. Oh yeah, that's what I want. So the one of the reasons why I want to be a VTuber, well, one of the benefits from that is I can become a marketable plushie down the line. You know, money. So that's what I was thinking. But that's a long ways away. But not that long, right? Because it won't feel like long. I don't know. I want to definitely make some traction. Not that I don't know. I definitely want to make some traction in YouTube stuff, YouTube lands. So I'm gonna actually start TikTok, YouTubing, Shorts, whatever. It should be on YouTube Shorts too, but I'll need to do some research. That'll be what these 2 weeks are for, and I'll get to Crackalacken. Maybe I'll make a community-wide. I don't want to make a community-wide Discord. Actually, now that I think about it, it's good for getting people notified, but it's Discord, so you have to moderate it and too much. Much too much for me. What was I thinking of? Oh, doing like a small Discord, like for friends, and then when I record, they can be in the voice call. I'll do it like that, like old style. That's what I was thinking of, but I don't know if anyone's very interested. And the people I know aren't all knowing each other. Thank you. Oh. Don't cry, we're bound together. Each life ends its course. Shut up. Oh. Beep. What? It's my first time not getting one of those. Outside of, when I first started the game. Each life runs its course. Nice. Did it? Let's go. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I'll get on it. Frostlocks, oh no. Yeah, I'll get on it. And I'll see you guys. Oh. It's still here. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. I'll let you guys know. I'll put out I don't know, notification somewhere. We'll see. Alright, bye-bye. Say bye-bye.